Hey guys, what's up? My name's Nicolas and welcome back with another video. But I'm not gonna be playing a game, but today we're gonna be doing a reaction video for the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis Remake, gameplay footage. This is, I think, the last thing that Capcom is gonna release before they start releasing the demo and then the full game on April 3. So let's just do this.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it. Let's go. Oh, come on. Who's the dipshit that closed this? Sorry, we're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know about that monster?
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it. But it's no zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. UBCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa,
That's from the trailer.
What are you talking about? Look, you don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on, it's this way.
Here's the...
Nice job, Super Cop. I'm impressed.
We back in business?
Yeah, mostly. But we need 30 to 40 minutes to finish maintenance.
Nikolai.
Nikolai, how are we doing?
The town's crawling with those freaks.
From the trailer.
No chance of fighting our way out of the city. Why is she here?
She's helping get the trains running again.
Had time to start getting dead weight for her. She's unreliable. Can't pull the trigger when it counts.
Hey, take it easy.
She'll get you killed.
I love the accent of Nikolai. It's perfect for his character.
Everyone's a little worked up.
Here we go!
Not again.
From the trailer.
It's me he's after.
Hey,
I'll buy you some time.
hey, wait! Wait, Jill! No! Damn it!
Come on, you creepy ass stalker. You want
Spoke too soon, Jill.
Jill? It's me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Those boxes remind me of Resident Evil 6. So yeah, these boxes remind me of Resident Evil 6, I believe. Was it 6 or 5 or 4? 4, 5, 6 had those crates. Yeah, 4 had crates. I'm pretty sure 6 as well have crates that you could... I'm not sure about 5. I think 5 does. But 4 and 6 had crates. Oh wait. And 7. 7 as well. 7 as well, I believe. 7 as well had crates like this that you can destroy where you can get items. So that's that's a comeback.
Do this fast.
I like the detail. So based from what I can see, it's not open world, which is quite disappointing on my part. But still, I honestly have no problems because I could already tell that they put too much effort. Capcom put too much effort in the atmosphere. They still followed the original style of RE3 back in the PS1 version, where there are still alleyways that you can go to. You can take the another route, which is not the main one, but still the game still directs you to a certain path where you need to go in order to finish the quest or the mission for the game. which is the same thing here. Most of the roads are blocked. It's still directing you where you need to go, blocking the paths, which is basically very understandable and follow the logic of a zombie apocalypse, where the military or the police force have to block off some certain specific roads in the city in order to prevent the spread of infection. And at the same time, it's also the way of the game showing you where you need to go, basically, so you don't get lost. And not to mention, there's no way that I'm assuming that there was no way that Capcom could make this an open world. I mean, they did say that you can still explore the city, but it's not too much of an exploration where it becomes too much of an open world, because they only release RE3. They're gonna release RE3 just a few months, more or less a year after they release RE2 Remake. So I get their perspective that with that being said, of course, they couldn't expand the game to the point where they only have a few months space from RE2 Remake until the release date of RE3 Remake. So yeah. So, but still, from the looks of it, I'm enjoying the atmosphere. There's a lot of detail. There's just point in the game where you can stop and then just enjoy the scene. Also, one thing you notice, they did not just focus on the details on the background. They also focus on the sound. If you're listening closely, you can hear announcements from both the police and from survivors, basically trying to find their loved ones and trying to assure everyone that everything's under control, which is obviously it's not. So listen closely.
Do this fast.
There you go. This one is where the audio, you start to hear a female voice. So that's interesting. That's an additional detail from the game.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
Oh, that's from a helicopter. I just realized. I hear a helicopter at the same time. That's a female voice announcing. I wonder if we could go to the stores. That would be an interesting perspective, where you can enter some of the stores in the Raccoon City. I really wish they added detail on that. No, that's blocked. So they also apply the what you call red barrels, which is the explosive barrels that you can shoot. So I'm against zombies. Okay. Okay, so this is inside. So one thing I noticed also from RE3 on our comparison for RE2 and RE3, mostly in RE2, everything happened indoors. So you see the streets of Raccoon City, and then after that you go to RPD, and then the sewers, and then the laboratory, and then that's the end of the game. You rarely spend outdoors of Raccoon City. That's the reason why a lot of people were excited for RE3 Remake, because you get to explore Raccoon City at its finest. So far, everything from the game involves you going outside, which is really cool. So most of the game happened on the streets. So that's cool.
Fuck you.
So this one is happening indoors, probably subway station, I'm guessing, subway or an apartment. So at the same time, so far as I can see, they're using the RE engine. At the same time, they're using RE2 Remake zombie assets from the previous game. So so that zombie is familiar. That's from RE2 Remake, obviously, so that it would make the developers' job a lot faster in making the game. So they're just reusing the zombie assets. I'm not sure if they have added new zombies or new things, but you will see because I've seen this before. So I think they added a few monsters. In terms of zombies, I have no idea yet. So this is another detail that I like about the game. It's when that. So Jill sees the shadow of a zombie eating someone. So I like how much Capcom put too much on the smallest details in the game that made it more dramatic and cinematic in a way. So that's cool. So that's another, that's the same zombie. I'm not sure about the police zombie though. I think that guy is the same. I think I've seen that zombie before, but with a different skin. He's not wearing a uniform back in RE2 Remake, but this one is wearing a uniform, so probably they switched the bodies a bit to make a variety of some kind. So this is the details. There's so much thing going on, so let's slow it a bit. There's a toy store, Pulangco. So I'm guessing we're gonna find an Easter egg for the raccoon toys, because Mr. Raccoon is supposed to be a toy for the kids, and according to RE2 Remake, people or kids were using them as targets, which is why it's an unlockable achievement to shoot all of the Mr. Raccoons throughout the entire game for RE2 Remake. So it's Pulangco, so that's cool. See that there's a lot of going on. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the main road, because we from the previous cutscene we went from the other side. So left side of that here, that left side of Uncle's Toys, or yeah, the toy store, is the subway. So I'm guessing that's subway. So this is the main road, and then left side is the subway. Lone Wolf, what you call cigarettes. I think that's what it says. Yeah, cigarettes. I wonder if we could go inside the toy store. It looks like it. Oh no, I think it's blocked. So this is the subway.
Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
So that's Mikhail. He looks badass. He looks like what you call a badass grandpa. Hopefully he dies epic. Same goes epic, just like the original. So this is, I believe, the bar. I forgot the name for the life of me. John's or Jay's bar, I believe. The original bar from the game. Yeah. If only I can translate this. But I understand Japanese when I hear it, but I can't read Japanese. So yeah, that's the bar, the famous bar. I think in the original you meet Brad Vickers in the bar, right? When you need to rescue him from a zombie. Okay, sword. If only I can understand what it says. I'm guessing from the music he's being chased by Nemesis. If you guys can understand Japanese, let me guys know what those words say. That would be really amazing, interesting.
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos!
So the white one are the subtitles for the Japanese version.
Shit. Oh, I need to find another way out. Oh, what was that? Oh, God. I'm definitely burning these clothes.
I actually love that line. That's the funniest line in this gameplay so far. Okay, so this is from the developers, the developers video when they announced Capcom's release. So this is the developers announcement. This footage alone was in the developers was in the developers video announcement. So you also see survivors running around the city this time.
More survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
So one thing, so that's the typical original zombie, the bald guy with the with brown shirt. I think something that Resident Evil was making since the very first ever Resident Evil from director Scott, the typical bald zombie guy wearing a dirty coat. So there's the picture right there. Also, one thing I also noticed is there's survivors. There's a lot of survivors in the city because this is happening during the outbreak. I have not seen so far a female survivor in RE3, Resident Evil 3 PS1 version. There's actually a female survivor that you see. So hopefully we get to see her. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil what happens to her. But there's a female survivor in Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 3 PS1 version, if you guys have played the PS1 version before. So yeah. So that's the typical original zombie for Resident Evil. Okay, so that's another interesting thing about Jill, that she has a freaking evade mechanic. So now she can evade being grabbed by zombies or being attacked by zombies. So here's a lot of questions that I want to know. First, is this a timing thing where you need to click a certain button on your controller or in the keyboard or mouse in order to activate the trigger at the perfect time? Will there be a symbol where, just like in RE2 Remake, where when the zombie grabs you, there will be a trigger for a short amount of period of time, an announcement, a trigger that says press this button to use the knife. Is it the same one here? Will you get the trigger button when the zombie comes? You get the prompt that you need to press that button to activate the evade button, or is it an instinct thing where you need to press it when you know you're gonna get grabbed? Another thing is this something that you could just spam? So basically, if it's not timing, you could just keep pressing it and then spamming the evade button, which I think that's happened in Revelations 2, I believe, where Jill can, correct me if I'm wrong guys, in Revelations 2 Jill can evade, and I think some people say that you can spam the evade button, but who knows. Oh no, was it Revelations 2? No, it was Revelations 1. Revelations 2 involves Claire. So yeah. Oh, what's that? There's something written on the... Here. What? What's with the here? Okay. So, alleyway. So, there's also another Easter egg is this one. The Stagla. The Stagla is a gasoline station from the original game, I believe. So, there's blood splat. And if you guys notice, so I'm just gonna come back a bit. If you guys notice, something happens before it was cut off. There you go. A female was screaming. So I'm guessing she got eaten or something happened to her. So is that the girl from the original game, the female girl that we see running for her life only to get killed? So I'm not sure if you guys could hear that, but there's a female screaming in the background. So that's another cool detail that Capcom is not only focusing on the atmosphere, they're also focusing on the sounds as well. There you go. It's happening here. So it's happening in that alleyway where she's about to go. And obviously it gets cut out, so you don't know what it is. So this is, I believe, the gasoline tank mechanic. So I'm guessing this line says you could shoot explosive barrels to get advantage against zombies. There you go. And it saves ammunition. I think there's an item there. I could be wrong. See, there you go. Another announcement is going on, but this time it's a guy. So if you guys listen closely, I don't know what the guy is trying to say in the announcement, but all I know is it says, "I know you're here." So that guy is looking for someone. And that announcement is coming from Jill's West. Kite Bros Railway. Okay. So another, you can gather zombies and then shoot them with explosive barrel. That's cool. So here's another thing, Moon Donuts. This is actually a picture from one of the first picture that Capcom released to the public. So you could interact, not only that you could shoot explosive barrels, but at the same time you could interact with the environment by shooting circuits to paralyze zombies, so that you could use that as your advantage to escape them. So far I haven't seen her carrying any powerful weapons. She's been sticking with her pistol the entire time. I wonder if the items are gonna be much more limited and rare, considering she's spending too much on the streets of Raccoon City rather than RPD, where the typical ammunition and weapons can be found. This time she's spending on the streets, so there's a chance that there could be less ammo and probably less weapons. Who knows? So she can shoot those things, those generators, to paralyze zombies. Toys ankle. So I've been seeing that toys ankle. So that's a good detail. So that's actually the main road, basically. Okay, so this is the part where I think the brain suckers are introduced in the game, or the spiders. I don't know what they are, honestly. So yeah, so I'm guessing this line says that there are new monsters, whatever they are. So they're disgusting and creepy, but smaller, surprisingly. Yeah. I'm guessing this is a puzzle. Yeah. It's right behind you, Jill. I suggest you look back, Jill.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, there's one. And she got scratched. Ew. Ew. So here's another interesting part, interesting fact. They avoid you. So when they see you about to do something, sometimes when they get a scratch on you, they run away and then they attack again. So she's about to throw a grenade and obviously they ran away. So that's a smart mechanic where they don't stick for too long. They attack you, they hide, and they attack you again, making them more frustrating and harder to kill. So that's interesting. They're not spiders. They're the brain suckers. Based on their form, I'm guessing they're the brain suckers. I forgot what they're called. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I'm guessing those are the brain thingies. But they're quite smart AI because they're trying to hide when they found out Jill's about to throw a grenade. I'm not sure if that's intentional or just perfect timing. Okay, so now they're gonna... Oh, that's scary. So they remind me of the Zerglings from StarCraft. So that's what they remind me of. So I wonder, is there a small amount of them, or do they keep spawning? Because there's a nest, some sort of nest at the very beginning of the map. So those things. So there you go. Do they keep respawning until you activate the puzzle? Because that would make it more frustrating. So there's no end to them. It's just like an unlimited number of brain suckers trying to kill you until you get to activate all the generators that you need to activate, like a puzzle. Or is there a few remaining kinds of them? I don't know, but who knows. So note to self, they die easily with a shotgun. So obviously she has a shotgun now, and I think I see a green herb on the other side of the fence. Yep, that's a green herb. Yeah, so that's a green herb on the other side of the fence. Okay. Here's another monster which is called the Gamma, I believe. Yep, that's the this is the frog monster. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, that this one is in RE3, because I'm pretty sure these creatures are not from RE3. There's the the reptilian ones, the ones that Carlos meets in the Raccoon City Hospital, which is the hunters. But they do not eat you, they scratch you because they have claws. This one, they use their mouths to kill you by swallowing you whole. I believe the only thing that I saw the Gamma one was the Resident Evil, what you call Resident Evil Outbreak, because there's a lot of those things there. And I think Resident Evil Dead Aim, where there are frag creatures, but they do not eat you, they spit acid on you. So far, that's I'm not sure about the other games like the Umbrella Chronicles and the Dark Side Chronicles. I haven't played those two yet. I'm also not sure if this is a boss or not. And she died. So here it is. Nemesis. So now he doesn't have his mask. So, and he doesn't have a weapon yet. So he's getting closer to the electrical post, which means interesting. Oh, that move is gonna be annoying because in the original game, the tentacles, they can only use that. In the original game, Nemesis can use that to attack you, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't used that to grab you. He can reach you and attack you and damage you with those tentacles, but this time he's using it most of the time to grab you and drag you along with him if you're trying to escape. So Capcom really did a good job on that. Another thing that I want to know and figure out is she's been staying there for too long, like a few seconds, when she got dragged. So here, so I want to know, do you have to spam a certain button in your controller or in the keyboard so that Jill could stand up? Because I believe in the original game, once Nemesis drops you down on the ground, you have to spam a button so that you could stand up, which is really hard. Go. That's another scary part about Nemesis. He doesn't just run towards you. He's gonna sprint and freaking jump like freaking Flash towards you to cut you off. That's probably the reason why there are small alleyways, so that there's no escape. That when I saw that terrified me actually. So I really wish Capcom did not show this in the gameplay footage so that it would add more fear to the viewers and to the people who's playing the game, because now that Capcom showed this, they know, the players, the people who's gonna play the game know that he has this move where he can just jump off to cut you off. So I really wish that Capcom did not reveal how Nemesis moves to chase after you, because that kind of ruined the game for me. But still, I have no regrets watching this entire footage because it's pretty awesome. Oh, the color is changing gray, so I'm guessing she's running out of health. Yep. Toy's uncle, so he's going back to the main road, which is this one, I'm guessing. And now this time Nemesis is going after him, I believe. Oh, that's terrifying. So my strategy about the game, the reason why I'm not having a hard time running away from Mr. X was not just because he walks slow. Unlike Nemesis, who freaking dashes and runs towards you to kill you, because they made sure to they made sure that they represent Nemesis in the right way, because Nemesis is also known as the Pursuer. He has one job: pursue and kill all the stars, no matter what, whatever happens. No exception. Nothing stops him. He's the Pursuer. So that's why he runs, he dashes, he freaking jumps like Flash. It doesn't make sense, but it's terrifying and I love it. It's giving me mixed emotions of both love and hate, that what I'm saying makes me want to buy the game. At the same time, I hate it that Nemesis can do a lot of things to freaking kill you. It's gonna terrify me so much. So for those people who are, because in the original game, when you kill him, I believe you get, because I haven't tried this, when you kill him, you get parts. You get parts for a very powerful pistol. I think there are at least 2 to 3 parts. I could be wrong, I don't know. But there are 2 to 3 parts like a pistol. It could be the Samurai Edge. It could be Barry's Magnum. I don't know. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that when you kill him, you knock him down when you knock him down on the encounters or you shoot him down, you get parts for the pistol. I'm not sure if if Capcom did the same thing for this one, where if you shoot Nemesis and you knock him down, you get parts for the pistol. But for those people who are about to find out and about to shoot him and then get to see whether there are parts available to acquire once you knock him down, I have a message for you guys. Good luck, because you're gonna need all of it. When I see Nemesis, I'm not gonna even bother trying whether there are parts, gun parts that you can get or acquire once you knock Nemesis down. I'm not even gonna try to find out. If I see Nemesis, I will run the freaking hell out. That's all I'm gonna do. And one cool strategy about one thing I do, one thing that made my job and life easier for Resident Evil 2 Remake is before Mr. X appears in RPD or Raccoon City Police Department, I clear the living crap out of the place. Which means I kill all the zombies, I kill all the leakers, I kill everything, no monsters. I block all the windows where a zombie can enter. I grab all the items, I put them all in the chest. I solve all the puzzles, I unlock all the doors, grab all the keys before I go to a certain part where I know there will be a cutscene where Mr. X could possibly appear. So in this game, you keep coming back to the area where there is the Uncle's Toys, or Toys Uncle, the toy store. So my strategy, if I see Nemesis, before I encounter him, I'm gonna clear the entire road, which means I'm gonna grab all the items, I'm gonna kill all the zombies, I'm not gonna leave a single one behind, even though I'm pretty sure, considering from what I see, I'm guessing there's gonna be less ammunition in the game once you play this, because you're outside and it's not logical for you to find too much ammo unless you approach a police car or a dead police officer. I don't know. Unlike when you play Leon and Claire on Resident Evil 2 Remake, you go inside an RPD, which is a police station, and there's a lot of ammo, which is understandable. Unlike here, you spend most of the time on the streets. So I'm guessing there's gonna be less ammo in this game. So as you guys could see, she's having a hard time because she did not clear the area. There's a lot of zombies. So for me, one of my strategy would be, if I can do it, I'm gonna clear the area so there will be no zombies. And all that I have to avoid is Nemesis. Unless those zombies will respawn. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm guessing they're gonna respawn more zombies as you progress through the game. That tentacle is gonna be super annoying. By the way, yeah, that's the main road. This is the toy store. This is where Jill went, where the Moon Donuts is located. That's the cigarettes. Yeah, this is the main road. There you go. So everything slow-mos, and then you can shoot the zombie. I want to know if it's timing or just pure instinct, or whether you can spam the living crap out of that evade button. And then he gets killed by Nemesis. Okay. Ooh, right in the head. Okay. Now he has a flamethrower. Don't! Run! Okay, boss fight. This is from the trailer. So, one thing that when I saw this on the trailer, one thing that I want to point out was he has a gas tank because obviously he's using a flamethrower. That gas tank is gonna be a target on his back. People are gonna shoot that gas tank because gas tanks explode when you shoot them. It's logic. So that's his weak spot. They can easily shoot that. So this time I'm
Alright, let's do this.
okay. That's weird. He's facing you, but he's facing the flamethrower in the other direction. That AI is a bit wonky. So
Alright, let's do this.
see? He's not doing anything, he's just looking at her. So yeah, I thought he was gonna go do this with a flamethrower. That would make more sense. Oh wait, speaking of which, oh, that's a grenade launcher. I also forgot, you get a grenade launcher towards the game, somewhere in the game. Oh yeah. Or yeah, I think grenade launcher or the flame rounds, just like in RE2 Remake, but this one is different. The gun looks different, so I'm guessing it's a grenade launcher or something else. Or no, a mine launcher, I'm guessing, because grenade launcher is the one that Claire is using in RE2 Remake, I think. So the AI would have been
Maybe I can hit fuel tank.
so he's using a flamethrower as a long range and a short range weapon. There you go. That's what happens when you wear a freaking gas tank behind your back. Oh, he finally said it. The stars. The stars word. Yep, he said it.
Still
Ooh,
thinking?
that's I did not see that actually. Oh,
Still thinking.
he freaking avoid the grenade launcher. That's a cool evade. That's even worse than the freaking dashing part. His Nemesis is really agile.
Kicking? Still kicking? Kicking?
So if you watch closely, He freaking avoided that.
Still kicking?
Wow. And now Nemesis is using his the flamethrower as a what you call a mace, or some sort of a melee weapon. Okay, so now we know.
Kicking?
So when he does that, that means he's gonna sprint. That's when you know you have to start running. Oh, that's a slow-mo evade. There you go, that's a slow-mo. Okay. So, they really did, Capcom really did a good job on this one. I think they revealed too much that could ruin the game for other people, but for me, they ruined the Nemesis part, but still, it only makes me want to buy the game even more. I think there was an interview with Capcom. It was in the magazine from Japan, and I'm just gonna read it and see. So few interview from the developers. Here you go, from Masachika Kawata, one of the developers. So Resident Evil 3 Remake codename is Escape, which is the core concept of the game. So they made sure that the concept of the game for Resident Evil 3 Remake is not just pure action but also escape, because there's gonna be probably a lot of chasing scenes where Nemesis is gonna chase the living crap out of you until you die. So they did a good job on there, where you have to keep running in order to escape Nemesis. So Resident Evil 3 Remake is pretty much done, just some fine-tuning left. Mr. Kawata promises there are no delays. So when Capcom said that the release is gonna be April 3 or April 3rd, 2020, they made sure that Capcom is releasing the game on April 3 or April 3rd, 2020. So first person segment in the trailer is playable. So that the moment where she's being chased by Nemesis on her apartment, a lot of people say that that part is playable. So according to Mr. Kawata, that is playable. Whether it's first person or third person, we do not know. So it's unclear. Much higher levels of action, and the title compared to the Resident Evil 2 Remake. So there's a lot of action. So pretty much that's that. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. So one thing I noticed, so let's go back. So obviously it introduces Jill and Carlos. They focus more on Jill. They did not show any segment of Carlos being in the hospital or the hunters this time. So no hunters, but they did show us the brain suckers and the Gamma, as well as Nemesis, which a lot of people want to see. So they introduced Carlos and Jill, obviously, but they did not show Carlos segment where you get to play as him. So obviously they show Nikolai and Tyrell from UBCS, and Nemesis focus more on the atmosphere, and obviously this is the only part where they introduce Mikhail as well.
Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
He doesn't even have a speech. Alright, so yeah, but if you guys didn't know, something's missing. They did not show a little segment, not a single segment of Brad Vickers. Did you get that? Not a single segment, no Brad Vickers. They did not show how Jill and Brad met. They did not show how how he got killed by Nemesis, obviously, because that's gonna be a spoiler. But no, not a single footage of Brad. Brad was shown in the first footage, in the first trailer of Resident Evil 3 remake trailer. The first trailer, they showed Brad. This time in the gameplay footage, there was nowhere to be seen. Brad is nowhere to be seen in the gameplay footage, which is interesting. It only adds an intriguing part in the game. According to Mr. Kawata, one of the interviews mentioned that how they're gonna change the storyline for Brad, and I think according to the if I remember correctly, Mr. Kawata mentioned that they have changed Brad Vickers' character a bit. They made his character more memorable and more important in terms of the game. So they want us to focus on Brad Vickers' character and, you know, how he's gonna affect the game and affect Jill in the entirety of the game. But surprisingly, they did not add Brad Vickers, not a single footage, not even a clip. Unlike what you call Mikhail and Nicolas, who got their very own exclusive look of the game. What you call, we got to see them in the game or in the gameplay footage. But I mean, it doesn't really matter actually. But still, I'm quite intrigued. Why did they not show any Brad Vickers in the gameplay footage? Is Capcom trying to hide something from us? Or probably they don't want us to see too much. So yeah. So this is Jay's bar. We all know. Alright, so pretty much that's that. I think I reviewed everything. But yeah, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me react to Resident Evil 3 remake gameplay footage. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. If you guys want to watch me react to the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis Remake trailers, I'll be leaving the link in the description down below. Also, if you guys want to watch me play Resident Evil 2 Remake as well as the other zombie games, I'll be leaving those in the description down below as well for you guys to watch. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, I will see you guys next time. By the way, if you guys want to watch the exclusive gameplay footage for yourself, I'll be leaving the gameplay footage link in the description down below, so go watch that. And yeah, as always, I will see you guys next time with another brand new video. This is the Cool Mike signing off. Goodbye.